My dream is to end cancer in my lifetime. My dream is all the kids in the world could have enough food to eat.
My dream is that one day I can design a world-class city.
I wish that one day the Hebrew University will be able to create an invisible cloak like the one from Harry Potter. I wish that the Hebrew University will make a chocolate tree. And I love cherry tomatoes.
Supporting the Hebrew University is like supporting one of my own kids.
Brilliant creations, brilliant people become what they become because of what we invest in them.
The Hebrew University has nurtured some of the best minds in the world, and that's a proven fact.
7 Nobel laureates in a span of 8 years. No other university has achieved that.
It really put Israel academically on the map. They picked the best and delivered the best.
Humanities, laws, sciences, there is such a far and deep reach that the university offers.
A place where people can really learn, give, grow, and learn to give back.
They've made a difference, not only in Israel, but they made a difference for humanity and the rest of the world.
We go back to the early days of Albert Einstein and the other founders who built this university from nothing. And look what we've accomplished.
Israel as a leader in science, look what they've had to deal with. They have very limited natural resources and they've had to make the most of it. It's really inspirational, and I think it's a great lesson for the rest of the world of what you can do.
It's a testament to the Jewish people, it's a testament to Israel.
My heart quells to see what they've done.
But we still have more to accomplish.
There are still diseases to find cures for.
There's still a hungry world to feed.
There are still lives that need saving.
There are communities that need to build a proper infrastructure so that they can grow and prosper.
And the Hebrew University is in the center of it all, and that's why we all need to keep fundraising for it, and funding it, and helping it to succeed.
The work the center does with cancer. They're doing significant advances in Parkinson's and Alzheimer's.
Alternative energy.
Moving us away from our dependency on fossil fuels.
Biotechnology.
Turning the desert into sustainable farmland.
Developing ways and enhancing yields. Nanotechnology.
Saving lives with great and new developments like Mobileye.
Urban planning.
Dealing with dirt and desert and no resources, they've been managed to build this Eden out of nothing. It's not a surprise that Israel, particularly Jerusalem, would be the place, the foundation of where urban planning starts and ends.
Hebrew was part of the household, part of the vocabulary when I was growing up, and it still continues to be.
We want to see more and more people get involved, not just our age group.
My children have seen through my parents and my husband and I how important it is to give to the community.
I think this legacy will last, lifetimes.
It makes you whole. It makes you a better person when you can give back, when you can be generous to other people, especially if you're in a position to do so.
I'm proud of the fact that they're all my 5 children are involved in charitable institutions, the Hebrew University being first and foremost.
Ever since I was young, it's been instilled in me from my grandparents, my parents, and my extended family how important it is to give back to our communities.
I was very, very close with my grandfather, and he really started a tradition in our family of giving to the Hebrew University. Throughout his life, he was making significant contributions, and I think that is something that really was a great lesson for me. He taught that to my parents, and my parents have taught it to us, and I hope to teach it to my children so that way we can all move forward, together as a community.
As each generation gets older, it becomes incumbent upon them. It's like the Passover Seder to retell the story and to encourage them and to tell them that it's really never over, that maybe your turn has passed, but it's time for the next generation to pick up the reins and continue on.
Education is a sort of cornerstone of our religion almost. It's one of our building blocks, at least in our family. And Hebrew University, I think, embodies all those things and more. Being able to provide the availability for a higher education for other people, something that we find rewarding and very important.
The opportunity that our family has to contribute and give back to the community at large is an honor and one that we do not take lightly.
Well, the legacy is to lead by example. As long as it's doing good for Israel, I think it fulfills me.
It's really special, the relationship that my family has had with Hebrew U. The idea that they took this small patch of desert and turned it into the leader of so many, faculties and disciplines, that idea is just so enlightening to me.
I think my parents and my grandparents always just set that very strong example for us.
That idea of legacy, of giving back, what better way to do that than with education? You're giving people the tools to succeed. It's not just a one-time thing, so that truly is the best gift that anyone could give.
I think my parents have left a great legacy for me and my brother, my sisters, and our children. Whatever time you have is what you give.
2 of our children went to Hebrew U. I really feel it impacted and changed their lives. You get a lot from the community as you grow up, and I really feel that you have to help and give back.
We inherited that value from our parents. So this is L'dor V'dor, from generation to generation. And we want to transmit that value to our children and grandchildren. And as I said, it adds a dimension to life. It fulfills life and it gives meaning to life. And it's an essential aspect of who we are.
I think Albert Einstein was really our first fundraiser. And I think if he could come back today and stand on Mount Scopus, I think even with his imagination, he would be amazed at what had been achieved.
I think he would look up and he'd say, Baruch Hashem, that he's been a part of one of the greatest legacies to the Jewish people.
Any of the programs that they undertake, somehow or other, they come out far ahead of anybody else. Their accomplishments are mind-boggling.
The medical research and the breakthroughs they're making, that just continue to be a marvel to me.
It's very energizing because it's such a dynamic program. And the results have been so spectacular.
This is a family business. This is a family enterprise. It's a wise and prudent man who can plant the seeds of a tree under whose shade he won't sit. And that's what happened. We had founders who created the university, and their families are enjoying the benefits.
It's important to invest in our community both here and in Israel. And we need to ensure that through our works and future generations that Hebrew University will continue to be a vibrant and dynamic institution.
I think that positive message, the message of excellence, the message of achievement, the message of tikkun olam, of helping the world, is the positive message that speaks to the next generation, hopefully for generations to come.